Alterations by Chris. And ladies, this is a 2-for-1 video. I have a women's blouse on the mannequin and I'm holding a men's shirt in my hand. I'm going to show you how you can alter a man's shirt or a woman's blouse. I'm going to use the blue shirt because it picks up a little better on the video. In this video, I'm going to answer 2 important questions for you, for ladies and for you men. Now, the first question I'm going to answer for you: when is too big too big? You may be out shopping, you see a garment that you really like, but it's too big for you. Well, how big is too big? Now, what I mean by this is how big is too big to be altered for you. Now, this is a garment that I sew and I like for myself, but it was too big. And this is an example of what I did to alter it for myself. Now, the problem with this dress shirt is that it's really a size too big, but the neck fits perfect. So what we're going to be doing is that the arms are a bit too wide, and we're going to narrow them out some. And then the body of the shirt also is too wide, and that needs to be narrowed down as well. Now, with most men's dress shirts, the seams are French seam, and that's when the seams are inside out and there's no raw edges that are showing. And this particular shirt, not only is it French seam, but it's also double pop stitched, as you can see here. Okay, see here, this is the right side. This is the right side of this dress shirt, and you notice the seam is double stitched. Okay, if you look closely, you see the double stitch seams here and here. Now, I really like this double stitch seam on the sides of the shirt, and it runs down to the sleeve, and it really makes for a really nice look. So what I want to do is keep that double stitching there. And now I'm going to show you how you can take this shirt up on both sides and narrow it out and still keep this look without going through a lot of trouble. Okay, since this shirt only needs to be taken up about 1 inch on the sides, and we're going to run that stitching all the way down to the end of the sleeve as well, we're going to take the top stitching, and this is the side that has a little raise in it, or a rise in it, and we're going to flip it over, fold it over, and we're going to fold it over about 1 inch, and then we're going to pin it along this edge here. And we're going to do that all the way down that side of the shirt, all the way down to the side of the sleeves as well. Now, the double stitching on the shirt, I've already pinned it down, but what I've done is the side that had the higher ridge on it, all I did was fold it over about 1/2 inch on both sides, and then I placed the pins along this area here, because exactly where the stitchings are now, we're going to re-stitch that flat all the way up from the tail end of the shirt all the way up to the end of the sleeve. So we're going to narrow the sleeve out under the arm area down to the sides, and notice what it's going to look like on the inside once that's done. And I'm going to stitch it and show you exactly what it's going to look like once it's finished. Okay, here we're starting at the tail end on the right side of the shirt, and we're stitching directly over the double stitch that's there already, because remember, we turned it in about 1 inch because we want to narrow out the body and the sleeves of this shirt. And as we sew, we want to make sure we're flattening out the fabric of the shirt so it'll be nice and smooth. Okay, so you see here, now we've completed narrowing out the body of the shirt with the new seams. Now I'm going to open it up and let you see what the seam looks like inside. Okay, so this is the inside of the shirt, and notice here, this is where the seam that we added, where we're taking it in, is about 1 inch. You can barely see it. Now here's the outside of that seam, and it's been double stitched again. And what's nice about it, it left no bulkiness and no raw edges on the inside. And that's a little tip of how you can narrow out a men's dress shirt that has double stitching on the side seams. So ladies, men, you just seen a shirt alter. So now you go out and you're in a store and you find a shirt at a great price. Now you know you can purchase it and take it to your seamstress and have it altered. Now remember the question, when is big too big? How many sizes can you go above your size and have it altered? Well, normally you don't want to go no more than 2 sizes than what your size actually is. And I'll tell you the reason for that. So when you go over 2 sizes bigger than what you actually need, now you're going to change the natural shape of that garment. And now you have to go more so into a detailed redesign. And that's going to require more work. Now the second question was when a garment is too small. So really, when is too small, too small? Now the reason I smile when I say when is too small, because I've had clients to bring me garments where they couldn't even get the garment on, much less zip it up. Interesting, a large number of these garments are made overseas or in China, and our sizing here and that in China is definitely not the same. First of all, you should at least be able to get the garment on. You may not be able to necessarily zip it, but you can get the garment on. So let's start there. Now with most well-made garments, they do have a seam allowance, maybe about a ½ inch, and that gives you a start, something that you can work with. Now, as I mentioned before, seam allowance. Seam allowance is the seam in a garment. It can be a pair of pants or a shirt. In this case, this is a pair of men's pants, and this is the seam that's in the back of the pants. And notice where this yellow paper clip is, you have a little extra fabric there. So if these pants needed to be let out, I have a little fabric here that I can work with to let these pants out. So now you have it, ladies. Now you know that if you buy or seek garments that are too big or even maybe a little too small, as long as they have a seam allowance, you can purchase that garment at that great deal, and you can take it to your seamstress and she can either let it out or take it in. And this has been Chris by Creations by Chris, and I hope you like the tips and subscribe to my channel.